Welcome to Alert Tales, your go-to destination for powerful real-life stories that move, inspire, and spark connection. If you're drawn to narratives that stir emotions and ignite meaningful conversations, you're in the perfect place. Be sure to subscribe and become part of our community, where every story keeps you engaged, intrigued, and coming back for more. My family is being deported, and it's my fault. They were coming to visit me. I got a call from an unknown number. They told me they were migration office and asked who they were talking to. I asked who they wanted to talk to. I've been getting numerous spam numbers and alerted of fraud calls lately, so I wanted to check. They just kept repeating, so in the end I just told them I don't know and hung up. Later my mother calls me crying to tell me they are not being allowed into the country because of that call. I can't stop crying. It's been just 3 months. So it's not been long since I've seen them, but they came for my birthday, and it's a lot of money and I just don't know what to do. I haven't stopped crying, I can't move. I just want to stop hurting. I'm alone in this country and I have no one to tell this. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Edit, I can't edit the title, but apparently it's a denied entry, not a deportation. Sorry, I was not aware it was a different term for this situation. Update, I was able to contact the consulate in the end. They couldn't help on denied entry issues, but they told me that apparently migration office has been denying entry by the numbers this last month, so it's nothing really special. Just bad luck. Later, some kind person allowed my family a last call to let me know they were all right and now taking a flight back. I tried to get them to ask if with some more paperwork they would be able to reattempt entry, but they were told it may seem suspicious and they are not keen on that, so I guess I'm spending holidays alone, but at least I know they are okay. I was also told that people with invitation letters and more than enough paperwork were also being sent back, which tracks with what the consulate told me. I want to thank everyone's kind words and outrage. It really helped me to take a step back and breathe and calm myself. My dad straight up asked me if I was banging my cousin. I went to go see him last night and he was into the beers already. He straight up asked me if I was having sex with my girl cousin. He's like, "Are you fucking cousin?" My cousin and I are close. I think of her like a sister. She's a year younger than me, so we always got along. Recently, we've been hanging more often as we're both single at the time. No, we don't have sex. So I said, of course not. Why would you ask that? My dad said last time we were together, we were acting like a couple. He made a comment on how attractive she is. He has no relation to her, but still. Then he next asked me if I was an incel. I swear he has brain rot since he's just discovered Reddit and social media in general. Anyway, never thought he'd ask me that kind of shit. Hi, so it's been a while since I made my first post. I didn't want to make an update on this. However, a lot of really messed up stuff has happened recently that's been stressing me out as of late. To start from the beginning, my parents put a camera in me, 25 female, and my fiance's 22 male condo without us knowing. They visited our condo frequently up until that point, so we didn't expect anything until we actually saw it a week later. When we confronted them about it, their reasoning was to basically make sure we weren't having sex. And after it all happened, I didn't feel comfortable at all seeing or talking to them again, or to maybe go no contact, especially considering all of the weird stuff they'd said about my fiancé prior to this. However, my fiancé convinced me to do otherwise, so we talked to my parents about it all. They apologized, which the both of us thought sounded really fake, so we decided to set some boundaries with them. The most notable ones were that they weren't allowed in our condo for the next year. We changed the passcode for our smart lock, etc., and that they could only meet us in public spaces. We also asked my parents to admit they put a camera in our house if we ever wanted to take legal action against them. At the time, we didn't plan to ever do that, and for the past few months since the incident, we haven't seen my parents all that much. Then around Thanksgiving, my fiancé saw my parents. I was at work at the time, but my fiancé was taking his cousin, 15 male, to a fundraising event for his youth church group. My fiancé isn't really all that religious, but he does identify as a Taoist. On the other hand, his cousin is Christian like my family. I'm pretty sure he's Catholic while my parents are Protestant, so there is a disconnect there, but regardless, they're both still Christian. My fiancé is close to his cousin, and even though I don't really talk to him besides when I'll watch his volleyball games, he's a nice kid. So when my fiancé called me to tell me that he was going to spend the day with him, I thought that was fine. But then, I got a call from my fiancé telling me that he saw my parents at the event. When he said that, I just told him to ignore them. To be honest, I don't think I reacted with enough urgency. I should have told him to literally stay the heck away from them, like don't talk with them at all, because for some reason, he decided to bring his cousin to go talk to them. I love my fiance, so please don't take this the wrong way. But when he told me he willingly brought himself over to see them, I wanted to call him stupid so bad. I don't want to get mad at him, but when he tried to explain his reasoning to me, it was all just, I don't know, so freaking stupid. He said when he said hi to my parents, they asked him what he was doing here, and then he introduced his cousin. He said that they were actually really respectful to his cousin. It's a kid, so they should be, but I digress. And they talked for a while. His cousin told my fiancé that he needed to go now, so my fiancé tried to say bye. And when he did, he said my dad grabbed his arm. He said they let go right away, but my fiancé asked him what he was doing. They proceeded to get in an argument, and my fiancé started to film them. He got it on video. Literally as soon as he started filming, they began pushing away my fiancé and his cousin. Literally a freaking kid. They were pushing and hurting a kid for no freaking reason. After that, my fiancé brought his cousin with him back home, so his cousin's event was ruined for him. For the past few weeks now, me and my fiancé have been considering getting a restraining order against my parents. At the very least, my dad. Amazingly, my fiancé is still somewhat hesitant on going all the way through with it, but once he considers his cousin, and the fact that he was affected by my parents too, he wants to get it. It's actually so freaking crazy, the stuff my parents have done to try and control my and my fiancé's life. Them putting the camera in our house was just the thing that really opened my eyes to everything. After this, I don't ever want to talk to them. My parents have been ignoring all of our calls, but I really wonder what reason they had to basically involve my fiancé's cousin too. Just unbelievable all around, really. All.